Hello, it's Thursday, November 10th, and I'm Natalie Woods with your MaxiForex Daily News. The US dollar strengthened versus most majors due to concern that Italy will struggle to form a new regime strong enough to implement the austerity measures it promised the European Union. Wall Street closed negative as Nasdaq plunged by 3.88% and the Dow Jones by 3.20%. Crude oil decreased by 1.1%, closing at $95.74 a barrel. Gold declined by 0.40%, closing at $1,791.60 an ounce. The euro slid to a one-month low versus the dollar as Italian bonds yields climbed to a euro era, intensifying Europe's debt crisis. The momentum of the euro-dollar is still bearish as long as it remains below the 1.3700 resistance level. Overall, the euro-dollar traded with a low of 1.3522 and with a high of 1.3858. The euro-dollar last traded at 1.3538. The British pound fell versus the US dollar and strengthened versus the euro. The trend for the pair will remain bearish if it maintains below the level of 1.60. The pair is facing many resistance levels between the 1.61 to 1.62 levels. Overall, the pound dollar traded with a low of 1.5904 and with a high of 1.6119. Today, the interest rate decision is expected unchanged at 0.50%. The pound dollar last traded at 1.5922. The Japanese yen fell versus the US dollar as the effects of the Bank of Japan's intervention in the currency market last week start to wane. Technically, the US dollar-Japanese yen broke below the channel it has been trading in for the last week and could resume its downtrend if it stays below the 78 level. The US dollar-Japanese yen last traded at 77.74. The Canadian dollar dropped versus the US dollar due to demand for the safety of a US currency after a European clearinghouse raised its margin requirements for Italian bond transactions. The US dollar CAD is at the resistance level of 1.0240. Today, the trade balance is expected at minus 0.45 billion versus the previous minus 0.60 billion. The US dollar CAD last traded at 1.0235. Thank you for joining us today. For more information, please visit us at MaxiForex.ru for all your online trading needs. I'm Natalie Woods, wishing you a happy trading.